Well, it is midday. It is midweek, and you know what that means. As I
Listen,
said in the description, love us or love to hate us. Here we are every Wednesday at 1. And Leo. There's
and
Leo.
Leo has joined the stream.
He has. He has. Hey, Rob.
Hi, Sarah.
Here we are. It's been a weekend. It's been a crazy weekend. It's been an eventful weekend. It's been a great weekend. Kind of the gamut of emotions. It's been one of those weekends. How are you doing?
Sounded serious. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm
Yeah.
getting caught up from being on the road once again.
Yeah.
Worked Friday night, hung out Saturday night, and
Hmm.
that catches up to you. It does, as you know.
It can. Yeah. We had our last weekend of actual location events for the
Yeah.
2023 Get Haunted season. I'm sorry, the event season, not our whole season, just our event season. So we were at Heartstuff Hall in Rockland, Massachusetts, on Friday, and you guys met some amazing new guests. You had
Yeah, we had four
Mhm.
new guests. I think I just saw one on the side. Yeah, Andrew.
Is that Andrew? Hi,
Yeah,
Andrew, and
I think
welcome.
you sent him an email this morning.
I did.
Um, yeah, so of all of the guests, we had three that couldn't make it. Something happened.
Mhm.
So we were down three, but half of them were new and half were not. New to us, at least. Two were new to paranormal in general. We had met them
Yeah.
at TerrorCon in
Oh,
Mass
awesome.
a couple months prior. And look, I had never been to Heart Stuff, and Heart Stuff was freaking
Yeah.
cool. I really, really,
Awesome.
I like the vibe of the place. Matt, of course,
Yeah.
is Matt, and we always get along. Um, Hannah was there, so we had a really good time. I had a really good time. Andrew's on site; he can tell you on this if he had a
Yeah.
good time. But yeah, I really believe that it's one of my new favorite places. It's
Yeah.
got a really cool vibe, and the history there is rich and super cool.
Yeah.
Once everybody left, Lori and I were locking up, could not find the friggin' light switch. So I had to go up to the second floor. And now I know, like, I messaged Matt. He's like, now you know what I'm talking about. I was up there trying to find it,
Yeah.
and I hated every second of it. I'm like yelling down. I'm like, Lori. So she finally found it. So it was nice to kind of just get off that second floor alone, because I didn't feel good about it. It was weird. It was a
Yeah.
weird.
And since you're talking about it, we're going to be there. We're going to be back at Heartstuff Hall for the East Coast Para Expo, and that is November 4th and 5th. 4th is the VIP. There's a gallery reading, and then there is a VIP ghost hunt with Warner Paranormal and yours truly, Get Haunted. We will be doing a special investigation through Heartstuff. So I'm excited. I'm super excited to see this location. And Matt truly loves it. He adores this
Oh yeah.
location. It means a lot to him. And I'm, now hearing your stories, I'm excited to get in there and really see what this location is all about.
Yeah, it's cool. You're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's got the look, it's got the vibe.
Hmm.
All the photos throughout the place are tied directly to the building's just really, really cool. Full of cool artifacts, odd
Yeah.
fellows, stuff. It's just cool. So yeah, I
All
loved
right.
it.
I'm excited about that. Well, before we get talking too deep into our conversations today, let's say hello to everybody because everybody is why we are even here. We have Stacy Talledge, Professor T, right here, being first, front, and center. Hi, Stacy. I hope you had a good weekend. We have Miss Danny Marie, the lovely Danny Marie, Get Haunted crew, Get Haunted. She's like, she's like the pro Get Haunted. She's like Get Haunted professional
She's like
level.
the what would she be? The C something. Oh.
See something else. There you go, Danny. There's your title. See something else.
The CPO, C3PO.
She'll love that. She's a Star
She
Wars fan.
will.
She will love that. We have Trevor, We the Haunted, tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch Trevor's show either on his YouTube channel, We the Haunted, or you can get him tonight on the Get Haunted Network public page. He will be going live as well. Tonight, he's talking witchcraft. So come join that conversation with Trevor and his guest. As he said, it is spooky season as we near Halloween. It's a good topic to dive into and to understand. So, Trevor, have a great show tonight. We're proud of you. There's our Kevin Martinick, another Get Haunted pro right there. We just had a weekend with him.
He's C3PO. If Danny's C3PO, he can be our Chewbacca.
I don't know, Kevin, if you like that, but there you go. And of course, Miss Sandra, another Get Haunted crew and pro right here, our social media manager. And she just put up an amazing TikTok of EVP Wednesday. So if you guys haven't checked out Get Haunted TikTok, go become members. That's how old I am. I don't even know. What the hell do you become of TikTok? Go be a follower. Go be a follower over on TikTok for Get Haunted.
I don't know. If you post, maybe you're a chick, and if you watch, you're a talk.
You're a talker? Yeah, I don't even know. But she puts up great stuff. The social media team is doing a great job, and she just posted EVP Wednesday. So go check that out and tell us what you think you hear. We love that. There is the fabulous Pat Sickle Parker from RTL Paranormal in the house. How you doing, lovely Pat? We love you. There is Adam. Hey, Adam. He was all about the shoes this weekend. He was all excited about your Converse and my Converse.
No.
Oh,
you had something to say and he just piled on, but it's okay.
No, he said something about my picture. He asked about my shoes.
I know. He said they were enormous.
He said they were enormous?
No, he didn't. I'm just joking.
They are. I do. You know what they say. And this is our new friend, Andrew. We already put that up, but hello, Andrew, and welcome to the crazy family. You're going to love Wednesdays. If you stick with us, we're all over the place. Sometimes we're super serious. Sometimes we're super stupid. It just depends what kind of
Andrew is there with his son. It was cool to watch father-son teams or father-daughter teams, but he's there with his son. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah. And I love this because Joe B, right below Andrew, another father-son team that we just adore next of kin. They were also at Heart Stuff Hall with you.
Here's the twos.
There's the twos. 22 viewers, 2 hearts. We love you. We love that. Let's see who else. Let's see. Hold on.
We got Sam.
Oh, we got Brittany. We can't forget our Brittany Get Haunted Pro, merchandise queen. She's got that shit.
She's got it all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you like that, Danny? Nice hoodie, Rob.
Hot off the presses, brand new, ready for with the Warren Paracon this coming weekend. We have some available, so get there and get yours.
Yeah, get the new
you can
double
be cool
logo.
Like Rob.
I'm excited to share in the double logo, but a little sad because for the longest time I was the only one with the double logo hoodie.
Oh, is that what the apprehension was? We'll make yours different.
No. Well, mine is always different because I also add the extra V to the left sleeve. So if you want to be like Sarah.
So Andrew, since you're new to the show, everything Sarah has is custom or unique, which I make. So she's a little bummed that this design is now on the...
No, I didn't say bummed. I don't think. It's just for a while there, it was kind of cool to be like, look at this, check this double logo out. But I want to share in that with everybody.
She's spoiled.
I'm a little spoiled. It's true. Yeah. It's true. There's Rachel, another RTL. She was with us this weekend as well. The lovely Rachel Bradley. And of course, my lovely friend and partner in paranormal podcasting, Dee Dee. She did amazing. She had a Terra Vital, I believe it was called. Tell me if I'm right there, Dee Dee. It was a lecture series, and I believe it was sort of letting go of your past or learning from your past, and it was different speakers. And she was one of the speakers with dream symbols and interpretation. And I'm so proud of her for doing this. She had a pre-record that she shared with everybody, her lecture. She will be posting that up on her YouTube page. You guys can go check it out if you couldn't be there on Saturday. I could not be there on Saturday as I was traveling and making my way to the Conjuring house. But so proud of Dee Dee and for taking this giant step, because it's not easy to put yourself out there. It's not easy to put your passion out for all to critique. But Dee Dee, know, for the assholes out there that are critiquing, there are a giant number of people who are out there loving and supporting you. We love that for you, and I cannot wait to watch it, and I'm so proud of that. And you can catch Dee Dee and I Monday nights on Paranormally Blonde.
Send me their
YouTube
names.
at 7 p.m.
That shit.
That's right. He'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Joe's up. There's Sam. There's Sam's Pretty Paranormal. If you guys have not subbed to her, please do. She does a little bit of everything: true crime, paranormal, scary stuff. But yeah.
Sorry,
she can't see that. She can't see this. But why does she say that? Hey, Dee Dee.
Because she's on YouTube and Dee Dee's on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Well, I love that. I feel like we missed somebody because this says
we missed a lot. Cronin.
Where are they though?
Cronin.
Wow. I'm a little out of it today, guys. I'm sorry.
Why don't I take over here?
Okay.
Danny wants to be C3PO. We've got the Chris Mack in the house. Mack. No, sir. It is in Rockland, Massachusetts at Hartsuff Hall. We have the Joseph Epp P3S Paranormal. More of our boys. I'll get to see Cronin this weekend. I believe your table is still right next to ours, Mike, at the Paracon. So I am excited. Joe, I hope we see you there. I know weekends are tough for you guys. Courtney Peterson.
There's Courtney.
We have the Who. The D Who.
We are. Well, I don't know if it will be on Halloween, but we are still planning a little slumber party, side piece slumber party.
Side piece slumber party. That's
There's
what we're going to call it. Sam got to meet a mother-daughter team this past weekend at Madison, North Carolina's Fall Festival. They don't have YouTube yet, but they're going to start one. So help them out.
That's awesome.
That's right. And this way.
That's beautiful. I love to see people encouraging each other out there and being the inspiration. And I think it's really cool to see a mother-daughter team. It doesn't have to be just fathers and sons.
No, there's plenty of them out there. We got the amazing Joe B.
I said hi to Joe B. He said
I know, but he has a question, so let me be.
Oh.
Okay, let Joe B be. No, Joe, they're not yet. We're going to get through the Paracon, and then we'll put everything up on the site. We got Kara. We have Kara, another Get Haunted crew. Trevor wants to know where his fucking shirt is. It's coming, bro. It's coming. Calm down. Private message me. Why are you starting riots, dude? Tara Vitality, Chris Mack. We got Mecca. We have the Mecca in the house. I knew he was home, not feeling well, because I stalk him on Facebook.
Yeah, I think he was it sounded like a lovely soup. I think I saw that post. He talked about creating a magical soup, and it sounded delicious. And no, Dee Dee, nobody's critiquing you that I'm aware of. I'm just saying, for when we put ourselves out there.
Well, you made it sound like that because I was ready to fight someone.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Sarah's off today, D. I'm off too, I guess. Sam's excited about the slumber party. Mike's excited to see us this weekend. We have Kaylee, another crew member here. And Mecca has the tag line for today. Get haunted with the side piece slumber party.
It kind of sounds like a scary movie, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like it. And he's also making an autumn butternut squash and sweet.
That's what I heard.
Soup,
yes, it sounds fantastic.
Does it? I'm not a big butternut kind of dude.
What? It's so good in soup. Like it's so I don't eat it roasted or anything like that, but like put it in a soup and oh my God. It's
All
so
right.
delightful. So I hope you feel better, Mecca. Yeah, feeling off. It's been
Why?
a weekend. Yeah, it's been, we had this amazing last event. We had White Hill. So
Yes.
Kara and Kaylee, was Gail there? I don't remember all the crew that was there. We had, a lot in one weekend. We had White Hill going on Saturday. We had Heart Stuff on Friday. So all that's going on. And in between all that, we had a gathering at the farmhouse at the Conjuring House. And it was an interesting experience. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit beyond. Look, kinda, kinda what I expected, but also some unexpected moments throughout the night. One of my favorite in-person Sarah moments. Hey, Dale.
Dale, Paranormal Voice. And I'm sorry, Facebook user, we can't see who you are, but hello.
Um, no, we're gonna get to it. Yep, Chris, it's on everybody's bucket list. It's just getting there. That can be interesting. A dark night. That's what I've been hearing. And I guess maybe it's better I wasn't there. Users, that's not helpful. Facebook.
It's me. Hi me.
Amy.
Hi me.
Oh, it's Warner. It's Warner.
Matt Warner. They're right there. East Coast Para Expo. Let me share one more thing. Hey guys, just if you would like to know, because this is important right here. If you would like to come to said gallery reading and VIP ghost hunt that is attached to the East Coast Para Expo. Guys, come get your tickets right here. It starts at 6 p.m., ends at 12 a.m. You have an amazing gallery reading with the Christopher J. Brown. That's from 6 to 7:30. You will not be disappointed. And then you're going to hang out with Warner Paranormal and get haunted. Wait, what?
What?
Does it get any better than that? Like Warner Paranormal and get haunted. Holy shit, guys. You're going to want this.
Bring something important. I don't know what. Bring something. It's going to be amazing. Matt, we'll talk, but Sarah and I have some ideas about what we're going to bring to the table. It's going to be cool. It's going to be different. It's not going to be your average run-of-the-mill kind of thing. So, yeah, I am excited to do that in just another week and a half. Oh my God.
Yeah, and the thing is you get to do this the night before the expo, and that expo was created just for you. It is for all of you out there sharing your passion, doing your passion, motivating those that are passionate. It is for you to be up, to be lifted, to be shared, to share, to learn, to expose. This is all about you. All about you. Matt has worked extremely, extremely hard on this Paracon, and we are super excited to be a part of this. And we're super excited to see this grow into so much more, to be honest with you. There's so much that can go on here. And who knows, maybe we'll see this East Coast Para Expo travel edition because there are so many of you out there that we need to see and get to know.
It would be nice to give, center stage to the community. Let them get out there. Let them be their awesome selves. Yeah. So it was a long look. It took me 8 friggin' hours to get to Hearts of Hall when it should have taken 5. So I was late to my own event for the very first time. Very, very stressful. So straight out of the car, but you know what? Everybody there was so cool and so awesome. And then that building, just being in that building and taking it all in was super awesome. There's Matt. He's saying this shit about himself. I love
You
Matt.
think Matt's saying I love Matt?
Yeah,
He's
it's
amazing.
probably Matt. I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know.
Well,
But
I do happen to love Matt. I think he is a darling.
He is. Look, he's a straight shooter. He's a no BS guy. He's scary looking with all his tattoo on his head.
He
Um,
says, it's not me.
but
That's what he
no,
just said. It's not
look,
me.
I don't know. First time I met Matt was at Escape Pierce Mansion a while back, and just a really solid, legit, no bullshit kind of guy.
Yeah.
And that just sits perfectly well with me. And hell, now he's got cool locations. I mean, it couldn't be any cooler. But for real, no BS. Truly here for all the right reasons. And he doesn't mess around. So I'm proud to
Yeah.
know him.
I just want to add, thank you, Matt, for being who you are, because to be a straight shooter in a world full of people blowing sunshine up everybody's ass in the forefront while stabbing them in the back, in the background, you are greatly appreciated. We love you for that, Matt. So continue to be who you are and fuck them if they don't like you. Because we do. We like straight shooters. We like people who can just say what they need to say.
Hold on.
Yeah, get it out. Oh,
Got a new one.
that's just one.
That's just one.
That's just
That's
one.
just one. The other one I can't reach. Maybe that's why Leo's here.
Yeah,
He's
that's
trying
right.
to get that.
We love you. We love you. Straight shooters are the best. You know what? You might not like to hear it. You might not want to hear some of those harsh truths, but you know what? I rather hear it straight from Matt's mouth than the bullshit coming out of some of the others. So thank you, Matt. Yeah. I got sidetracked.
Yeah, you did. So Hearts of Fall, I thought was amazing. Some cool activity. Just getting a feel for the place was nice. It's bigger than it looks. Andrew saying you don't see check your spam, Andrew. But we fired you emails today. Or a couple hours ago, Sarah. It's bigger than it looks, even from the outside. The ballroom is massive. The attic is this amazing catacomb of little storage spaces, creep show up there. First floor. I mean, I think we were hearing stuff down on the first floor during the intros and the talks. And good freaking, don't put that up. Maybe he doesn't want his email up.
You can't really see it, but I'm just saying
I can.
There it is. Oh, okay. Well, right. There it is, Andrew.
HIPAA. So yeah, ton. It's just the coolest place. I really, really loved it. I felt comfortable there. Sandy's asking if we got a lot of pictures. No, but I know someone that did, and we're allowed to take them. I took like one. It's hard. It's hard when you're there trying to be in the moment and absorb the place and the vibe. The basement's got a friggin' shooting range in it, like a shooting range. Yeah. And mushrooms growing out of the floor, which is cool too.
Well, what's better than shooting ranges and mushrooms?
Shrooms and shooting. Doesn't get any better.
Oh my God, Matt! There is your next freaking event. Shrooms and shooting, and then just throw them out back and watch a movie. I love it.
Yeah.
He did just call me a hippo.
He just threw his whole. Yeah, that's it, Andrew.
That's where I sent it.
So.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it's a good night. And it's a good night when everyone stays till the end. And then, like I said, I was up there trying to find the friggin' light switch after everybody had left, just me and Lori. And I'm like shitting my pants because I'm like, I don't want to be up here. So I let Matt know. He's like, I told you. Because Matt's like me, I think, from what he says. So I get freaked out. He doesn't like it either. So yeah, it was a cool night. Then of course go back, go to sleep for a few hours, go pick Sarah up. I changed into my chauffeur outfit, got my little hat on, stopped for some coffee, and went and grabbed your ass from Rhode Island Airport.
You did, and first of all, fabulous flight in. And couldn't even believe. I feel like I need to just say this.
It's an hour. Of course, it was fabulous.
It was an hour and 45. It was an hour and 45. But I have to say this because, I've done a lot of traveling in the last 2 years with Get Haunted. And I'm just going to say the Detroit airport is not the kindest. They're just not. That is the Midwest way. We are rude as shit. And they hate their jobs. And every airport is different. Just so everybody knows, TSA everywhere, there is not this across the board standard. So when you take your shoes up, when you basically get undressed to go through security and you put them in the carts, you have to walk your shit through. You have to make sure that you push it through. If you do not, they will call your ass out. They literally said, somebody asked, do I stay with my stuff? Because it is not the same at all airports. And They said, treat it like a grocery store. Would you walk away from your food? It's like, okay, well, that's not even remotely the same, but sure. But I have to say, besides that person, everybody was really kind. They were kind at the airport. But even more so, by the time I got back or into Rhode Island, holy shit, are the people at that airport some of the kindest souls on the planet. They were all nice. So look, everybody's calling you Ruber.
Yeah, that was me. That's going to be my new sign in my window.
Oh, okay. You're funny.
I am
Ruber.
funny.
That's everybody. Goober.
Hey, who? Listen, who?
But it was an early flight for me. So he doesn't just have to pick me up. He also has to feed me because I'll get very cranky. So we did get something to eat. And then we got on our way to get ready for this amazing night with 12 other people.
12.
Yeah. I did math. Did you know that? I did math right there.
Yeah, you did it. You did it quickly too.
I took 2 away from the 14 and I got 12.
You got to 12 quickly.
I got to 12. See?
Proud of you right now.
See? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So good food, had some good food, and then went off to meet everybody at dinner. Yeah, we had a beautiful dinner.
We ate so we could hurry up and go eat again.
That's right.
How that has
Forgot
to
about that.
Yeah. I did fly into Providence. And yes, it was beyond easy. Well, was it beyond
It's
easy?
small.
It is easy. It is
small.
easy to navigate.
It's easy. You just get your shit and get out. It's simple.
But there are, you know what? Can you take over this conversation? Because my alarm's going off.
Yeah, sure. Be safe.
Sorry.
So yes, look, I didn't get off the plane, Trevor, but I waited inside so I could also carry her bags out. And for me, it was easy. Short-term parking was literally a stone's throw away. Walk your ass in there, wait, and it's only 2 levels, and I believe 1 terminal. So super easy. So grab Sarah from the airport, and then, hey, Stacy, how are you, hon? Then off to, grab a quick bite, got ready, met everybody for dinner over at the Waterfall Cafe, which is a beautiful place. Cody Satori decided to come by, so we got to see them a little bit before we went over to the house. Had an amazing dinner with amazing friends, and Sarah's back, so I can stop talking.
You don't have to stop talking. You're doing a great job. Yeah, like I would say, first of all, the dinner was fantastic. The Waterfall Cafe is a great place. So if you are going to make a trek to the Conjuring House, you should make that one of your stops to get something to eat before you go. When we first were in there, well, I guess we kind of made reservations like old people. It was quite early, so we were the only ones in there, right? But it ended up being a very popular spot.
It is. I mean, there's not a lot to eat up there. So, yeah. There's not a lot of restaurants, really, that are close to the house, except that and a few others.
No, it's not. I actually can cook, Adam, believe it or not. That is not one of my problems. This is killing me.
We can't hear it.
Yeah, I'm just going to let it go.
Well, I can't hear it. I don't know if everybody else can.
Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear it. It's my burglar alarm. It's my robbery alarm. It's going off, having electrical work done. But it was really cool because we had 14 people. We had amazing souls. They were there to have a little pre-birthday dinner with Rob. He turned 21. We were so excited.
I can drink
We're so
now.
proud of you. You can drink now. And people
Oh,
brought
fuck.
you wine.
Now I have something going on. Hold on.
Guys, if you guys can't hear it, I'm just going to ignore it because I can't keep running up and down the stairs. So yes, we had a fabulous birthday dinner, and this amazing couple sat down by us, but they did have to move. We were a little loud. I mean, there was 14 of us, and we were excited to all be together and chit chat. So the gentleman needed to move because he has the tinnitus or however you say it. And so they needed to move. But they had I survived the Conjuring House sweatshirt on as well. So that's you're no alarms going off, right, Rob?
No.
Adam's like, if my alarm goes off, that's freaky, right?
Something got thrown across the something got thrown across.
I'm gonna go turn this off now because I can't, it's distracting me.
Something got it wasn't Leo's my alarm, but something got thrown across the room. I don't even know how to explain what just happened. Leo, come here. See, he's freaked out. Weird. If you heard that. Yeah, Mike, it happened. Look, Danny had some things happening at home. George Fabio. George is right here, by the way. Yeah, so it was a really cool night. It went sort of how I expected it to. But also not, right? Because it makes it sound like, but what people go ahead, Sarah's back. This is a shit show today, just so you know.
It's killing me. Like,
okay,
it won't stay on. Okay.
All right, Andrew replied to your email. He found it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it started out a little bit. Look, that would be night number 17 for me in the Conjuring House as an overnight. For pretty much everybody else, including Sarah, minus Lori and Kevin, I believe it was their first
Danny.
time. You know,
Danny.
Lots of first timers. So, when you walk in there with expectations, it can be different, right? But I think everybody got a taste that night of what that house can do. And my new favorite in-person Sara paranormal moment ever occurred towards the end of the night. One that I was just watching you sit there. I don't want to give the story away just yet, but her reaction to it was classic. And I loved every second of it. So yeah, I'll let Sarah take this if she can. If you got to go, you got to go.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna let it play out because they're dicking around. Yeah, the night was very interesting, and I think, if you go to the Conjuring House, I'll just say this: I've never shied away from this particular conversation. It's never been a location I've ever wanted to go to. Just wasn't on my bucket list. It wasn't something that I was drawn to. I've not watched the movies. I know what I know because of Rob. That's what I know of the Conjuring House. And even that, for almost 2 years, it wasn't something that I've bugged to go, begged to go, tried to go. It just wasn't something that called to me. It just wasn't for me. And it's no secret, this particular night, there were lots of reasons why it was the right time for me to go. It was Rob's birthday. It was 2 years after we first met. It was, 2 years, 2 months, 2 days, or 2 weeks. I don't know how that goes. It was the twos involved. And that's not why. That was discovered after the fact when I said I was going. And the people that were there were the right people. That doesn't mean that others that we know and love wouldn't be right either. It was very, very apparent when we all came together in that house that there was a reason why that 14 on that night were in that location. It just was. So The Conjuring isn't going to be a location that you go to try to recreate a YouTube video, is what I will say. That's how I took the location. I think it is a location that you choose to go to because you really want to understand the bigger picture. That could mean a lot of things to different people.
Right. And so that's the problem, right? And if you don't go in there understanding that the bigger picture might reveal itself to you, it can be a lot. Which it was for me, right? And so I think the beautiful part about that night was I did kind of set it up that way. And still we had 5 people walk away going, what the hell just happened? So, it was for me interesting to watch because I had my own experience, right? And I know where it took me. Sadly, it can be scary for people at first when you don't understand what the hell is happening to you or why you're feeling that way. But it was really, really cool. And I think for me to have you there to validate visually and in person, physically, the things that you had, taught me and given me over the past 2 years, to watch those things actually play out in front of us it was huge. It was a huge moment for me. And I hope it was just as huge for you.
It was huge for me. And I think I had, while there, felt very good. While I was in the location, felt very good, very at ease, very, I did believe, and you and I both saw something at the same time as we were speaking. And I'm not going to give away anybody's personal stories. Those are their stories to share, not for us to share. But as we were talking, Rob was he's sitting in his chair. He has a chair that is his chair in the location that he likes to sit in and talk. And I saw somebody standing behind Leah from Seeking Ghost with Al and Leah, and I thought it was Al at first. And then I realized, and that's in those moments you're like, your brain almost doesn't let you, it's like, that's got to be Al, but then you're looking at Al over on the pew, and I'm like, but that's got to be Al, right? But it wasn't Al. And you at the same time had seen.
And just prior, and I don't know, it's on film somewhere, right? They have cameras everywhere. I did see somebody sitting in the chair back in the corner for a second. It's why I stopped talking, because I was over there yapping. And then boom, it went from over there to behind Leah. So for you to see that, awesome moment.
It's interesting to me, though, and I'm not going to connect it to Mid-O because I believe these were 2 separate incidences and they're not connected necessarily. However, the one thing that I thought very interesting about the person I saw standing behind Leah was the most prominent thing was the long, and they weren't unusually long. They were just like piano player fingers, but they were each separated. They were kind of, and how they were coming out behind her. I guess that's why I was like, I think that's what caught my attention. Like, is Al like, hey, but just to see these fingers and these hands.
And that goes back to a story I've told many times, right? Here in the past, upstairs. That was it. I was sitting in the rocking chair in Cindy's bedroom with my back pretty much to the wall, and from behind me, somebody put their hands in front of my face, and went like this. And it was the long, and I know it's cliche. It's almost cliche sounding, but they were long, thinner fingers. And it was so freaking real and startling because my brain's just going, there's no way somebody's behind me unless they were leaning through the wall. So Kim,
that's freaking me out.
So Kim I mean, I guess it's okay. She's sharing here. Kim is a descendant of the Arnold family. There were 8 generations, if I'm not mistaken, on the Arnolds that lived in that family. And Kim, I did not know that. Thank you. So yeah, I'll be seeing Kim and her family this weekend at the Paracon.
That's awesome.
Well, that's good to know, Kim, because holy shit. Yep, there was a planchette on the up on the mantle, the fireplace that has. Well, I don't know why it moved twice on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a look. There's a lot that went down. We kind of recapped it in a private chat last night. That was it was pretty interesting, right? Because this is very, very common, and all the nights I've spent there with, if you take 17 to, I've probably well over 150 people I've taken on overnights there. Many of them leave going, "Oh, it was interesting, but it was quiet." Yeah. And then I recap it, right? I'm like, okay, so you saw a shadow figure, we saw apparition, planchette moved, freaking doors opening, laughter, footsteps upstairs while we're talking. Like when you start breaking it all down and you list it out, it's like, wait a minute, you'd kill for that anywhere else. So it's this weird thing that happens, I think, psychologically with people when they go into the house under the premise that maybe it's like the movies or not, or maybe it's just the house keeps it so subtle that it makes you want to go back and get more. Really, really interesting night.
I think that's the problem though, right? Like the movies, the books, the YouTubes that are meant to be a little more on the entertainment side than they are more of the research side. And if you watch Seek with Your Soul, this is, to me, where we sort of then downplay some really magical moments. But one thing that I do want to point out is, I felt extremely good in the house. I wasn't nervous. I didn't have a heavy feeling. I didn't have any of that transpire throughout the night. I got to witness, I watched, we had 4 teams, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in there and crew, and to watch the Get Haunted Network in real time, in real life, in front of my eyeballs, to watch these souls be who they are. What you see on the network, on social media, is what was happening in real time. And again, I'm not going to share their experiences, but when they had some big experiences and we witnessed them unfold in front of us. Rob and I were there. I think we didn't investigate. We were really there as witnesses, and it was witnessing Get Haunted. It was watching your original mission and vision like coming to life. And these experiences happened, and we have this fantastic crew and these awesome teams. And when shit got real, they all came together and they all helped each other and they talked through it and they offered their stories and similarities and thoughts and advice and hugs and encouragement and motivation. Like, they did it. I mean, it was amazing. It was awe-inspiring. It was one of those moments where I was just like, and I did sort of touch on this, it's those moments that sort of erase all the bullshit. It's those moments that you say, you know what, if it's only for these 12 people, that the punches and the weird fights and the rumors and the bullshit and all that stuff, if only for those 12 people to watch that one moment, was beautiful. It really was. To see people new in the field to people who are a little bit more seasoned. Like, everybody was there for each other.
Yeah. And for me, from a personal side, right? Watching. So I know I've been watching the comments that they have and the words they use to describe things. I've been through this part, right? I've been through that first time you're there and all these things that you start wondering about and thinking about. And it can consume your thoughts, honestly, the more you think about it. But to watch them sort of start going through the same stages towards something else, it's just cool. And in many, many ways, it was our Thursday show, which I think is tomorrow. Seek with Your Soul.
It is.
It was Seek with Your Soul live edition. Like, it was happening right in front of us, and it was freaking beautiful. A little bit, not scary, but a little bit like, oh boy, every now and then. Yeah. And look, so yeah. I mean, look, I think there's a lot of things there, Sam. So yeah, and the black blob running across the floor. To like, Joe was legit freaked. Like, and I witnessed what he saw. I saw it earlier too. Just weird shit. It's a weird house. It's got a ton of stuff. The property is pretty funky as well. The whole area is what it is. But to watch it all come together and watch exactly what the way you described that is deadly accurate. It was so cool to watch our friends be there and support each other and experience together.
Yeah, I think, it's, there are moments we forget what the field is about. And it's about a lot of different things. It's not about one thing. It's about a lot of different things. But the field isn't about the most viewed YouTube channel. The field is not about if you are the next godfather of paranormal. Just isn't. The paranormal field is about you and your experiences. And the field, we sell it short when we start giving each other shit, and we decide who we're going to push out and who we're going to, make sure has whatever support. Because, you watch 12 people who were willing to open up and be vulnerable and in front of people, some that they didn't have a ton of experience with. We had a younger crew with us. We had, a younger team with us, and they were outstanding. Oh my God, those boys are amazing. So to open up in front of people, and even our own crew, to be able to open up in ways that we don't always have opportunities to, because at events we are a little busy making sure our guests are having a good time. So I think that it was one of those moments where it makes you realize that we all, what's the word I want to say? We all carry baggage. We all have something that we struggle with. We all have something, even if we don't think we do. We all have something, and sometimes it all bubbles up to the surface at the same time all together. So it was interesting. It was a little emotional. I loved at the very end. One, I couldn't be more excited that everybody let me hug them a little longer and a little tighter after this event and during the event. But we all left with great love and respect, I think, for each other. Not that we didn't have it before, but I think we had it a little bit deeper as we left. So yeah, it was a little bit more serious. And Adam, I believe you asked to answer your question about the goggles. I will be honest with you, I am not the most proficient. Hey, Al and Leah. I am not the most proficient in Estes, but I will tell you that wearing the Delco goggles do help me. They help me. I can't tell you that they're going to help everyone, but I will tell you they do help me get into the zone a little bit better. Rob, would you agree with that? You've seen me go blindfold and you've seen me go
Oh
goggles.
yeah. They definitely help you. I had a feeling they would. I feel like you have a hard time keeping your eyes closed for some reason.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So with the goggles, like you should keep them open. But
Yeah.
if you don't, you still get the red light effect. No, it's been a very, very interesting progression with you going under in Estes. Hey, Candy.
Hi, Candy.
So yeah, that was an interesting moment, right? There were some
Yeah.
moments there, I think, where Sarah was under, and I put my hand out towards her, and at least once where she seemed to be able to sense where I was giving her the hand. It was cool. It was a really, really cool night, a really deep night, a bonding night, long night. We got out of there probably around, I think 3:30, 3:30, and that was that. It's interesting, and what happens for at least a couple days after with me is, sometimes there's weird little side effects or things that'll happen elsewhere, or things that'll come out, which you can't tie everything back to it, but we certainly had some weird shit over the past couple days.
I do think that is one of the most important things is, if you're going to go into this location, particularly this location, I will say, I think we have to be very careful about how much we do hand over to the house. And I can see how easy it is to say the house did this, the house made me feel this, the house is doing this, I think we have to be a little careful about how much we hand over to the house, because even they're speed freak, haven't seen you in a while. Even if, because you were in the house, I think a lot of this still comes from within and whatever you're connecting with. So
it was the hardest part for me to ever realize until we started talking, right? And then it became, so to each one of our friends that had a big experience that night, that's what we're trying to convey to them, is think about what that means, not from the external side, but from the internal side. Why did you experience that the way you did? Some of it, like the little black blob flying
or Bob, maybe that's his name,
or Bob, or the even your experience, that last experience you had that night. For me, it meant something, and I don't even know if it clicked for you yet, but
I don't know that it has, because I think I have avoided some of what that night meant. But I will share, at the end of the night, we were in the library, which is where Rob has had some of his bigger experiences, I would say. It seems to be a room that you are drawn to and that you get a lot from. And Dee Dee, if you're still on, I did not pick a book. I did not even remotely feel drawn to. Didn't have the same feels for me. This location doesn't reach out to me the same way that it reaches out to Rob or anybody else. This house is very personalized. This house definitely, I think, seeks and finds your little niche, dare I say.
Custom tailored experiences.
Yeah, custom tailored. So we were in the library with our friends Rachel and Kevin, having a personal conversation that we just connecting. And both of the doors, there are 3 doors. There's 2 that lead into the living room. And then there's one that, I don't know what that room is called, Rob, the one that you walk into from the front door. It's just like I don't know what
parlor,
it is.
A parlor,
okay.
Whatever you want to call it.
So there's 3 doors. So there's one. So when you're looking at the 2 doors going into the living room, there's the 2 doors in front of you, and then there's a door to the right of you. Rob and Kevin were sitting to the left of me on one side of the library, and I was sitting in front of one of the 2 doors facing almost directly in front of that door, facing the living room, and Rachel was next to me, and we were finishing up our conversation We had the lights on, so there wasn't, and we weren't talking ghosts. It wasn't anything like that. We were just being four friends. Then I was looking at the door and it opened. Like, now these doors have bar latches on them. So, right, Rob had closed the doors for almost 45 minutes. Those doors were closed. People had walked by, doors never budged. They were closed. So I believe the bar latch lifted, the door opened, and so by the door that opened, there is a couch facing the fireplace, so it would be sideways. I'm facing forward, the couch is sideways, and on the opposite end of that couch, AJ was sitting there. Sorry. And AJ and he's just sitting there, and I'm sitting there, and we're just looking at each other because there was nobody at that door opening it. It opened.
Sarah I was to her left, so I just set her profile and I fully expected her to be talking. This happened to me when I was there last month too, except it was a little more dramatic with that
love you, Joe.
That latch starting to I watched that one jiggle. The door never opened, but they were jiggling it. But to watch Sarah's face, and I couldn't see because the door had opened, and I didn't know there was nobody there. And I'm like, who is that? She's like, there's nobody there. It was just, so she and AG were from Forgotten Explorations. We're just kind of looking at each other like,
oh no, this was him. He was literally sitting on the couch like, this is what I saw. He was just looking at me, and I'm just looking at him, and I don't think it felt like neither of us moved. It felt like for 15 minutes. I'm sure it was a hot 15 seconds, but it felt like 15. And we were just looking at each other like, so who's at the door? Like I really was thinking like maybe somebody was like, hey guys, can you come out? Like I was waiting for that. You're waiting for that moment. And there was no one.
It's happened so many times. Dihu, it is, no, there is no historical proof that Bathsheba had anything to do with the house or the property. So
yeah, the Bathsheba thing to me is very sad. We did take a trip to we went to the cemetery to find her grave, and we found it. And I'm curious if anybody knows, and I don't know if this was just a fluke or if there is any kind of importance. Many rubber bands, like actual hair rubber bands, not newspaper rubber bands, all around her. And I gathered them up and put them on top of her headstone because I was like, are these for her? But they were all by her.
Yeah.
So if
what's
anybody
left? She can't have a headstone because people constantly take and break the headstone.
It's very sad.
And in 17 nights, Sam, no, nothing. And Dihu, no experiences, no recordings, no nothing that ever says Bathsheba was here. So yeah, it was pretty interesting, and in my mind, at least, your door experience, and I'll remind you of it later, what the significance of an open door means, unless that triggers a memory there. But yeah, I don't think it's anything.
No, she wasn't a witch. I that's one of my saddest. I don't really love this rumor.
Yeah, I know. Apparently she was a Baptist, and there were people that will fight tooth and nail for Bathsheba's reputation, and I don't blame them. She has been vilified, and her final resting place desecrated, and it's just pretty sad. And
yeah,
it's
this
surprising.
Is the bullshit right here, right? This is the bullshit this is the stuff that gets people hurt, can get people killed. The rumor mill, because we're trying to attach a story because we need this narrative, and this is the bullshit that needs to stop. This woman, what year, in the 1700s? 1700s, Bathsheba?
17,
okay. Well, I got news for you. Babies, there were many families who lost babies because tough times, folks. And, you hear one person says one thing, and that shit just spreads like wildfire. And one thing is, number one, it's none of your business. Number two, what are we passing around? And what was the purpose of passing that around? This woman could have been a woman who truly suffered some very big hardships, and to be branded as something she wasn't. And I'm not saying being a witch was good, bad, or otherwise. I don't know. It's not my expertise, and I am not going to sit here and comment on it because I don't know. But what I do know is we don't know any of that information about Bathsheba, and to use that to create a story, especially at the Conjuring House, when she never lived there. She didn't live there, folks.
So, and with Cody Satori being there as often as they are, living there for 2 weeks out of a month sometimes, pretty sure if she was there, she would have made her presence known for those two. So yeah, it's never been a thing. I've been asked on many investigations there if she's shown up. She has not. Probably has no reason to. I don't know why she would even want to after. If she's hearing about all this bullshit, she's like, why would I go there?
Yeah.
So yeah, and Austin.
Yeah.
Hey, Austin.
I agree. Hey, Austin. I agree. I think that's the problem. The relevance of her even at that house is narrative. It's just a narrative. It's an easy narrative, and it helps somebody push a story that seems sensationalized. We can't, in our 2023 brains, to try to wrap around anything in the 17, 18, or early 1900s, you're not going to do it. You're just not going to be able to understand it. So we will create a story. It is sad. I felt a little sad being at her gravesite. Not sad like, oh my God, I'm going to cry. I think I felt sad because you realize that, at least for me, when I do visit, I like to say names that I see on headstones out loud. These people existed. They had a life. And I guess to see her life sort of summed up into this, thank you, Dale, Hollywoodized, sensationalized story, it kind of takes a life and makes it shit. And I'm just, I think, yeah, I'm equating this to some real time today's shit that goes on. I'm tired. I'm exhausted from it. I'm exhausted from people opening their mouths about things that they have no right speaking about. You should learn your shit before you talk. And you better realize that you're talking. Is that how you want your life to be represented in the future? Do you want people misrepresenting you or misspeaking about you or speaking about things that they don't have a full understanding about? It's sad to me. And Bathsheba sort of is, to me, she's a big representation of that. It's how I felt.
Yeah, and look, probably why we still have 20 people, right? Was my little truth bomb post yesterday. And if you haven't been able to figure it out, yeah, look, guys, for those that have been with us and by our sides for months and months, you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly that can happen to us. Well, guess what? That shit doesn't go away sometimes. So yeah, there's a couple of souls out there that are trying to Bathsheba us. Right?
We should make her the new badass rock
right.
star.
And here, that's the problem, right? And it's why, but it is why Get Haunted exists. So there's still people that can't find anything better to do than to try to drag up old rumors or create new ones, or drive wedges between us and our friends. And what happens every single time we find out about it, we just do. You know what? And if we were the assholes you try to paint us to be, those people you try to drive wedges between wouldn't be our friends. So we never dropped names. We never, well, maybe once accidentally, and we don't do that. But just know that we know.
Yeah, and since the truth bomb, that is, and it's, look, maybe that door opened to some things that needed to be seen. This weekend brought a lot of amazing things, and again, some of that shit you don't want to hear. But let's just mention first as well, or not first, but let's just mention as well that Get Haunted. One thing that I'm really proud about this space that's been created, and that you guys have continued to create, is this. This space is about finding your opportunity. You finding your opportunity. Space was created. Space is upkept. You create your opportunities. What you do with those opportunities are on you, not us, on you. So for those of you that understand hard work and sharing and spreading the love and, give and take, we commend you and we see you. And oh my God, if you just could only know the appreciation we have for you. It's not just a word that we say, it's felt. It's felt. No secret, we've had many come and go in the Get Haunted network and in the Get Haunted family. What has saddened me is that those that have come and gone from the family have chosen a different way of exiting, and that is to not focus on their own shit, or to maybe look at why they exited or were asked to exit, but instead to pass the blame down. That is heartbreaking to me. It's life. I'm not dumb. It's life. But heartbreaking. We give a lot of love, a lot of time, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. So for those that are out there and you hear them, and some of you will hear them, some of you won't, and they have something to say, you are allowed to make your own decision. If somebody's asking you to pull them into your misery, you should ask yourself why. We still wish them nothing but good luck and success in their journey, and hope that they return that focus back to themselves, and to what they're doing. And to those that have never been a part of our family but are out there talking shit, your reputation precedes you. We're not your first. We won't be your last. It's sad. It's sad that there are those that will destroy people's lives personally because they can't hit you professionally. Ask yourself, what kind of person does that? You can justify for your friends all day long. And if you justify their behavior, you're just as bad. Ask yourself, why does somebody need to take somebody down personally? They don't know shit about myself or Rob. They're not here on a daily. Hell, some haven't even spoken to me personally, ever. Just know that. Ever. And they feel very emboldened to speak on a very personal level. Think about what that person is. I didn't create that. That's on them. For those that were part of our circle, and for those that accepted my time and my love willingly, and you're now out there doing what you're doing, we know. We hear, we know, it's been shared. And I'm sorry that you feel you have been done so wrong that you have to go out there and talk the way you're talking. It's hard. I wasn't really going to talk about it like this, but I think, you know what? It gets to the point where it's like, can we just talk paranormal for a while? And not, like, the house was such a great experience. And then to come off of that and to hear, the team ups. Oh, we're all going to get together and we're going to get those two. The beautiful thing is this. maybe you can knock us down. Hell, I don't know, Rob. But what they cannot knock down is this fucking incredible network, the Get Hunted Network. And that is because every single one of these people are so freaking amazing.
Mhm.
And 12 of them were right there at the Conjuring House proving that shit right there. It was so, oh my God, I wished I could box that moment up and just like give that gift to everybody on the side.
It was hard to say goodbye that
It was
night,
hard to say
or that
goodbye.
morning. It was morning.
Yeah.
It was really hard to say goodbye. And what I loved was the check-ins continued on their travels home, and their, once they got home, and how people were feeling and how people were tired and where they were eating. It's just really, it was a great night. And for me, in 53 years, the best birthday I could have ever asked for at a place that changed my life, with a person that changed my life. It was perfect. It was perfect.
It was a good weekend. And you know what, Mike? If everyone should, but if you can't, can you just respect the space? Like that's it for me. You don't have to like everybody. You don't even have to get along with everybody, but can you move on? Can you just move on? Like it's a ridiculous, yeah, I don't know why people can't lift each other up. I think in the end it is maybe that envy, that jealousy. Nobody wants to say that, their choices they make are creating their issues. It's got to be somebody else's problem. If it's always somebody else's problem, you have to ask yourself why.
I
And
think
I
that
do. I'm asking myself that. We have these people, and you stop and you go, wow, am I just being a dick? And I just don't realize that I'm just being a dick. But you know what? No. No, you don't like hearing that we have certain ideas and expectations for the network. That's on you. You don't have to like our expectations. This is our hard work. Go do your hard work. And then you tell me if you want anybody shitting on it. Let's talk then. You start a business, you put your own money up. You put your own time. A lot of time, a lot of hours spent here. A lot of hours spent here on this network. You put in the same amount of work, and you let somebody come in like a bull in a china shop, and you tell me how you feel about it. And and never let anybody go in a bad way. It's always been with, hey, respect, and hey, this just isn't working out. How you guys walk away is on you, not on us. So just remember that. You might hear some shit coming down the pike again. Don't know. We're done. We don't care at this point. We just, the truth bomb thing kind of came out yesterday.
I was just trying to get everybody to the show. I was trying to drive numbers. Here's the actual truth bomb,
Yeah.
folks. And Sara and I have been wanting to share this with you. We didn't know how, but now we're about to.
I should have had like music going or something, like the drums or something.
Sara is actually my sister. My father gave her away, and we became friends, and we both did 23andMe, and sure as shit, we're brother and sister. So there you go. Everybody, shut up, Austin. Everybody, I hope you
Two
feel
Polacks. Two Polacks that
Polish brother and sister. Adam knew it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And we discovered more though, right? We had this whole line of, Danny's our daughter.
Danny, and we didn't know. And this is how Danny, we're sorry to break this to you. Danny's our daughter.
Yeah.
Which is why you keep dyeing your hair blonde. Now it makes sense.
She can't help herself. She feels drawn to it.
Thank God I live in Pennsylvania, because this is all legal now.
Yeah.
In this state. What else? Yeah. What other truth bombs do we need to drop? Leo is my first cousin. I had no idea. Al is our son.
Yeah,
This is why everybody was brought together.
that's
at the
right. They are
concert.
all our family. That's right.
Austin, I can't even begin to tell you how this story goes for you, my friend. Or
Oh,
I
the
should
rabbit
say,
hole. Oh, Austin, you just wait. Just wait.
So let's see how far we can take this rumor.
Yeah.
I had a daughter with my sister, and my dog is my cousin. It'll be on someone's show next week.
That's right. Well, Danny, I had Danny when I was 10.
You were 10. I was 11.
Wait, no, I was 11. You were 12.
Oh, that whatever. Can't remember.
Yeah.
It makes sense though. Seems about right.
Yeah. So that's
Pat-
and we didn't even.
Pat says Austin's her son. Pat, we have something to break to you as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you after the show.
Oh God. I mean, Brittany, we won't actually have more shirts in time for Warren.
Yeah.
You are, you know what, you are the aunt. Didn't we actually add her to this?
Yes, D-Who, I did. I brought you into this yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Sam, wait till you find out about you. Oh, God.
We're not a cult. There's so much more to share about this weekend, but we've kept you guys long enough. And just know, it's not going to be a repeat. We're not going to be repeating any raw fucking videos. Ain't happening.
No.
No.
I was just a little fired up yesterday, and some things smooth themselves over, and I was worried about that person feeling like it's the same thing. Austin.
Yeah.
That person, I'm like, because we had a separate thing yesterday, which was cleared up, but I didn't want that person thinking it was about them.
Oh gosh, no.
This was not about them. This was about some other weirdos.
Yeah, no, not. Yeah, here's the thing, and I do want to extend this out to those that we have, if there's ever a miscommunication or misunderstanding, what we want to say is, for those of you that have actually taken the phone calls and talked to us, or talked to Rob directly, thank you. We appreciate that. Conversations usually clear this shit right up. So for those that are out there using Get Haunted's name, and as we discover Rob's name or my name personally in their stories, but will not speak to us, just know there's a reason. Because those that do speak directly to us, we've cleared that stuff up. It doesn't mean everything's perfect and whatever, but it just means that there was that respect given. And we appreciate that. And we can move on from that. But for those of you that are just running your big fat mouths.
Jeez, Sarah.
Yep. And I did say that, big fat mouths, because when shit comes out of it, that's what it becomes. You know what? You're a coward. So keep up your cowardness. It is seen. And like I said, reputations precede them. And yeah, right, Kevin? Now, fuck off. Fuck off. That's what this show should have been called. Hey, fuck off.
Hey, fuck right off.
Yeah.
And to any of our cultists, if you seize this person and deliver them to me, they'll have Mecca create the most powerful spell ever.
Yeah. That's right.
Him in my dungeon. Dee, you didn't miss anything. This is every fucking day. This one was
yeah. Hey, Dee, ready? Same story, insert this name. Same story, insert this name. It's really all it is.
Same shit.
Austin, he was nervous to talk to you?
Why?
Aw.
Is it my good looks or Sarah's mediocre looks? Which one is it? And that's my sister, so you better be nice.
Yeah, see, that's right. Don't be a dick or a duck with a shiny asshole. I love that art.
I love a shirt that says that.
I know. We have to start putting their names under
We
it too,
do.
like quote D Hoot. Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, get on it or fuck off.
I love you people. You keep me
I
sane.
know. They really do. They make everything, right? They can't even make up a news story, Dee Dee.
No, that's
They're
like
not
be
that
creative.
creative.
That's why we made it up. So we're giving,
Yeah.
we just gave everybody a lot more
Yeah.
material to work with.
Yeah.
A
And
lot.
here's the thing, Dee Dee. If they were creative, they'd actually be working on their part of the paranormal that would probably put them where they want to be, but they're so busy being shit talkers about everybody else, they're floundering. And right, if Martinick's saying fuck off, it ain't good.
Yeah, he barely talks.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Oh, I love that. Me and
Yes,
Juju want to
you
be
are
side piece
our
models.
top 2 side pieces.
That's right. That's right.
Uh,
Yeah, so it's been an amazing weekend. I real quick, I think this is so funny well, it's not funny, but when we went to see Bathsheba, there were 2 people that were parked. So it's a very small little parking spot, and they hadn't gotten out of the car yet. And so we pulled in, and then they got out, and I was wearing a custom sweatshirt with the new
we're not a cult.
no, it was Black Tea Society.
Oh, it was black tea. Yeah, it was the black tea.
It was the face. And he had a shirt on and it looked just like it. I was like, holy shit, is that a Get Haunted person? And I bolted out of the car because I was like,
Now,
and not like me.
This poor guy. Yes. So she didn't bolt. She came out of the car, like kicks the door open, jumps out like the whole, like this guy just like thought he's getting his ass kicked by some crazy blonde. And I like, Sarah, like, what are you doing?
And I was like, what's on your shirt? It was just,
They're so confused. From
Michael
California.
Myers. Yeah, it was Michael Myers on his
It
shirt.
was Michael Myers. But from a distance, especially with Mrs. Magoo here who can't see, it looked like it. So, but she jumped out of that car ready to, it looked like to me like she was going to fight someone. And I'm sure he felt it. And he was just standing there like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So
I love it because, well, I love this moment where it was this guy and his wife, and they were gonna get mugged. Well, I was like, what's on your shirt? And he turned, because he was sideways, and he turned around. I'm like, oh my God. And I turned around because my custom made Black Tea Society was on the back of a hoodie. So I was like, oh, I thought you had this on. And then we started to talk, and I went right into this weird Get Haunted spiel. It was the weirdest thing.
I had to the guy's wife was like, what's happening? But they ended up being really cool. They were just over at the Conjuring house. So running into them there was interesting. Hi, Facebook user. So yeah, so that's that. Wow, we're at an hour 24.
I know. But I just wanted to say they were going to see Bathsheba too, and were we there an hour with them?
Yeah, we were just chatting it up.
It's Jacob. Hey Jacob. Yeah, we spent about an hour with them. The most lovely couple. He is into horror movies and haunts. And I'm just going to tell you, one, he will be coming to a Get Haunted event. We had such a great talk, and it was funny because almost towards the end of the conversation, I'm like, and you know what? We've been accused of being a cult. And this sounds a little bit like we are. The way we were sort of selling it to them, it does sound a little bit like a cult, but just know that it comes from pure passion and excitement for what this space is, and because of each and every one of you. I do sound like
I had to reassure them, like, listen, we don't need money from you yet. But next month.
Well, you said we're a step away. You said once we buy land, we are officially a cult.
That's it. We got to buy some land. Get a few ATVs. We got this.
Yeah. Austin, we had the universe talk with them too, and you would just not even believe. Like, it was such an amazing conversation and such a lovely time with them. They were going to the Lizzie Borden house afterwards. They were from California doing a little, and I noticed I friended them on Facebook. He joined the network right away, by the way. He joined our network, and he is on there. His name is Martin. I'm probably going to say this wrong, like Ratio.
Rizzo.
R-E-S,
I
Rizzo?
think Rizzio.
Rizzio? Okay. Well, if you see Martin on there, please, I've asked if I can post their pictures because I want to introduce them to all of you. Sweetest couple on the planet. So kind. But we friended each other, and he stopped first time at a Wawa. He was all excited. He posted about it. And I was like, nothing like a Wawa. Join the cult and get
And get
haunted.
haunted or fuck off. That's it.
Off.
That's
Yeah.
it. Mecca's our new graphic tee designer.
Yeah. I'll trade you that for some butternut soup. And no kidding, that's all. You're like, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't go into fight mode.
Like, what's
I was
happening?
just like, Sarah, I mean, he was almost like ready to leash me, I think.
I couldn't. It was just, it startled me. I'm sure that guy was like, what's happening?
I think I heard you say before, I don't even know if the car was to a complete
Park.
stop, but I was already like jumping out.
It was hilarious, but yeah.
It was a good day. So it was a fantastic weekend, guys. We are getting ready this weekend, Saturday only, the 28th, Mohegan Sun Casino and Resort, the Warrens, Seekers of the Supernatural Phantasmacon. They got to shorten that shit. Well, they're just using Phantasmacon as kind of, because that's a lot. The Warrens, Seekers of the Supernatural Phantasmacon.
That's right.
October 28th, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can be right inside those Mohegan Sun doors. One of the biggest paracons out there, one of the best paracons out there. Some of the best merchandise, by the way, out there. Hoodies and t-shirts done by yours truly. They are also bringing bigger and better parts of the Warren Haunted Museum. They're going to be lots more. He said a lot more from the museum will be right there at the Phantasmacon that you can go check out. General admission is $35. I believe to get into the museum it's $64. Those are two separate tickets.
Something like that. And I did.
Yeah.
I put a keychain aside for Mecca.
That's right.
Mecca, shoot me your address because you are getting a Get Haunted keychain. Mecca's got this weird ability to not only post about things that are very, very relevant in that moment, but then also things that I'm like, is that motherfucker talking about us right now?
Yeah, Mecca, I just want you to understand that when you post your prolific postings, Rob and I will right away, and Danny, we're always like this. Is that us? Do you think that's about, we right away in the group chat, if you could see how many is about Mecca and what he's writing, and is that, how narcissistic are we? Is this about us? Like, oh my God. Like sometimes he makes us take a really hard look at ourselves. Sometimes we're like, wait, are we being that? Like, do we need to change something? Just so you know, Mecca.
Yeah, Mecca. So stop it. But just put at the end, this is not about Get Haunted.
Yeah. Oh, go check out this 1028 camp. First of all, who doesn't love a good Jim Harold Campfire Tale? That guy has a great show. So check it out. It does. It makes me laugh. Mecca's post. Mecca, I'm going to ask, was the teenager one about me? Was that, well, I won't say it's just about me, but was I part of that? The one where dressing like a teenager doesn't make you that? Like, is that partly about me? I just need to know because I
want to know if I was in the non-existent emo band. That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Guys,
we got to have Mecca on. We're going to bring Mecca on. We should. You're sick today. Next time.
Yeah. When you're feeling good, Mecca, let's have you on and let's have a chat. But if you don't follow Mecca, maybe I don't know. He might not want you friending him, but if you do, like, just check out his posts and just see if they, I don't know, do they pertain to you? They might. I don't know. They're
fucking frightening. I was like, wait, Mecca. I like this guy, but wait a minute.
So yes, Mecca, the merchandise and teams did have us thinking, we're like, is he talking about us? Like, are we the rock band that is like selling merch, but don't really know what the hell we're doing? Like we got really weirded out. I know. I think I sent it to Danny and Rob, and then we all had to take it apart and think, is it about us? Like,
I'm like doing this and photos. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's talking about us.
So thanks, Mecca, for making us like we went right into like I don't even know.
Well, he's not saying no. He's just
He's
laughing.
not.
So
Yeah.
shut up.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Maybe that we should not have asked.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, don't answer, Mecca. We're just gonna we're gonna share. We're we're gonna share Dihu, don't you forget. And we're gonna get Dihu out. We're gonna get her out.
Yeah, we're gonna get Aunt Hoot out. Annie Hoot.
All right, guys. It's been an hour and a half. We just needed to spend some time with you guys to reset, refocus, and get some work done. Rob's got lots to do for this weekend's Phantasmicon. So if you're going, please make sure to stop by and get a picture with him. Get your new double logo hoodie. Are there t-shirts too?
Oh yeah, not double logo.
Oh, okay.
Normal OG shirts.
Normal OG shirts. Okay. And then pick up a Phantasmicon because that sweatshirt is badass. And who doesn't want a picture of Ed Warren and Annabelle on the back?
Oh.
You do. You could get a t-shirt or a hoodie. You do. You want it. You want it.
I stole one, Dan. If you're watching, I'm bringing it back. I forgot to give this to you.
That's really cool. Who wouldn't want that? So you can go get that right there. Mike Cronin, my friend, my colleague, my fellow paranormal investigator.
Your third cousin.
My third cousin, my bodyguard. Let me tell you something. You, my friend, you, sir, are so amazing, and you are the good in the paranormal community. Keep being it. We love you.
Sam, just
have a great day too.
A message for people that cannot make it. I can pick you up merch while I'm there. We'll just work out, but you got to do that in the next day and a half because I'm out the door getting set up, and I'll be. Well, shit, I got early access to stuff. So if you need a hoodie, call me. I just don't know how much they are. I think they're like $50. Not my price.
Yeah, that's all on Phantasmicon. So if you want that, I guess you're going to message Rob and Venmo him and he'll be the merch getter. Love that. Mecca, we hope you feel better.
I'm gonna write. I try to be prolific. I can't. I'll use AI and I'm gonna write one about being sick. I'm gonna be like, listen, if you're sick today.
You won't have the same ability like Mecca.
No, I don't. It would be a ridiculous attempt to even like I would never get into a word challenge with Mecca. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. All right. Well, guys, you know what? You know what I say? As always, we see you. We appreciate you and we love you. We truly do. Thank you for being the Get Haunted Network. Thank you for being Get Haunted. Most of all, thank you for being you. Seriously, you just don't know how much we appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with us. Sandy, we love you. Trevor, we love you. Guys, have a fantastic rest of the week. If you're traveling to the Phantasmicon, Danny, girl, you know I love you. If you're traveling there, just know
that's your
safe travels. That's why I love her. That's why she knows I love her. Have a good time at the Phantasmicon. Be safe. If you're coming to the East Coast Para Expo, we cannot wait to see you. Andrew, I look forward to meeting you. I hope I get to meet you.
Really, really nice guy.
Yeah.
Really had a good time with them. Really had a good time.
He's like, what did I stumble upon?
Yeah.
I forgot Andrew was here and I just
he's here. And he made it through the whole thing. Sorry, Andrew. Just really good, father-son team, all that fun stuff. But anyway, get haunted or fuck off, everyone.
You heard it from the man's mouth. All right, get haunted, stay haunted. Hashtag I'm Get Haunted.
All autographs are free this weekend.
Oh, he's got a special going.
That's right. You come by and I'll sign whatever you want, almost.
Excuse you. Keep it clean, folks. Keep it clean. It's a family show.
No.
All right, guys, we're going to set you free. Please have a good rest of your week. And get haunted or get lost.
There you go. That's the more appropriate thing to say.
Yeah. And if the man is feeling up to it, we'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Seek with your soul.
Oh, I'll be here. My soul is ready to seek something.
Uh-oh. Eeks. All right. Well, then maybe you want to go. I don't know. All right, folks. Love you. We'll see you later.